What up, guys? This is Matthew, the designer. Today, I want us to talk about productivity systems in printing company or in graphic design company. What is a productivity system? A productivity system is any computerized system, whether it's running locally on your machine or it's web-based, but any system that helps you with productivity. What do I mean by productivity? Like, it helps you on getting things done quicker. It helps you not to get lost somewhere in your task, like forgetting the jobs that you were doing, like forgetting your deadlines and all those things. There are many productivity systems out there in the world. Like, they've got different advantages and disadvantages. So now I'm just going to talk about the one that I'm using at the moment, which is Clickup. Clickup is a project management application, I can say. In my own opinion, it's not ideal for printing. It's very big. It's not customized for printing, but however, it has got a certain feature that I like the most, which is a Kanban kind of a thing. A Kanban is just like a system of keeping track of your job flows in terms of the stage or in terms of departments, I can say. Let's say let's take a printing company, for instance. As soon as the job comes, the salespeople will receive it, or an estimator, and then from then, as soon as she is done or he is done with the quotations and invoices, let's say the company has accepted the quotation, and then they're going to generate an invoice and they're going to take the job to the designers. So the job will shift from the salesperson to a designer. A Kanban is a more visual system that is being used by manufacturing companies and also some of the printing companies to keep track of the stage of each job in a more visual way. For instance, let's imagine a whiteboard that has got different columns, and then in those different columns, as soon as the job is in let's say in sales, then you just take the job card and stick it on a column labeled sales. As soon as the sales people are done with it, they will take it and then stick it on a column labeled designing, and then from designing it will be on printing, and then from printing it will be on packaging. So a Kanban system, it's a system like that. So inside ClickUp there is some sort of a feature like that. Hence I'm saying that's the only part that I'm using on ClickUp. But in general, ClickUp is a project management system. It helps a group of people. Maybe they are working on one project for collaboration. It's you can use it for collaboration. But I think it is more suitable for a design agency kind of an environment in a creative sector. It can work very well, but for printing, it's not ideal for printing. So I'm just going to show you the part that I can use. It's bigger than what I'm using for, but I have customized it so that I can get what I want from it. Okay, this is the logo for ClickUp. So this is a list view. This is a list view. So this list view, as you can see here, I've got some, let's say these are sections: stock received, stock order, Vernon printing, Matthew designing. These are just different sections. According to ClickUp, these are not supposed to be jobs. These are not supposed to be stock items, but as I have said, I have customized it to what I wanted to do. So let's say these will be your different labels. You can rename these as you want. So these are just different labels. So this is a list view. I will show you the part that I like the most about it, which is here. It's called a board. It's more visual than this one. This is a list view of ClickUp. As you can see, you can scroll up and down to see different task or list under, maybe under a designer, or maybe under a certain category, which is sometimes it might be a designer, which is sometimes it might be stock received, sometimes it might be a stock order. As you can see here. So this is ClickUp. I have customized it. As you can see here, these are tags. Also, even with tags, you can do whatever you want. You can write whatever you want. You can customize it, but that will be clear on this visual system. So as you can see here, this is that Kanban system that I was talking about. For instance, here I've got my reminders, anything that I want to note down so that I might know it, maybe for tomorrow. The system can remind me that I have a meeting with so and so, or I have to ask maybe the other team to order a vinyl or whatever. If you look here, this is Sam Design. Sam is a designer. She has got 16 jobs under her. These are the jobs. Arthur is a designer. He has 2 jobs under her at this point in time. Under him, at this point in time. This is me, Matthew Design. I've got 3 jobs under me. So these are the jobs that I have. So I like the visual aspect of this, like the way it has been laid out. I like it. For instance, as a designer, you can see how many jobs do you have. Let's say you are a manager, you can just log into the system and see what's going on. So these are the jobs, for instance, under me. These are the jobs that are under designing. Let's talk about tags. When I create a new job, I always tag it. These tags can be anything, but I have put them in a certain way. For instance, there are designer's name. For instance, as soon as Arthur receives the job, he puts her name, and then he will put like the, let's say some sort of a status of how far is he with the job, so he's still designing. So also as soon as I receive a job, I put my own name there, Matthew. So as you can see here, there could be many departments, there could be many categories. As you can see, I also have stock order, I have stock received, I have frame finishing. I have customized ClickUp according to what I want, even though it's not ideal for printing, but I have tried, since I like this way of viewing this Kanban. So these are closed jobs. The one that you see here, we've got 43 closed jobs at this moment in time. So when you are done with the job, you close it. So these are the all closed jobs. You can shift the jobs around from one station to another. It's not like when you've closed it, you can go back to it. You can go back to it and see the job. So the other part that I like about this is the pictures. The pictures, I like the idea of pictures. For instance, if I look at my job, I'm able to see first a job card there. I can click on it. It's a more of a digital version of it. When you receive a job, you take a picture of a job card, which is a paper, and then you put it there into a system. In case you lose the paper, you can go there under a certain job. When you click there, it will show you all the pictures that are under that job, which is also a feature that I like. It's more visual. Here we are trying to create a new task. This will be the task name, and then from then here you can write whatever you want to write. You can write whatever that you want to write there. For instance, here you can make some notes for someone who's gonna continue with the job. For instance, when I'm done designing, I must send it to Mr. Vernon for printing. So here you put anything that will help you to, that will help the other person to know what they need to do in case, let's say, you are not at work. So you put all the instruction, everything that you want. Remember, what we are trying to do here, we are minimizing mistakes, and also we are trying to remove the bottleneck, like not necessarily bottleneck, but the idea that if you are not at work, we are unable to continue. That's a problem. So as you can see here, this is the task name. Please use this file to print, find the location. Also we type the location there, and then please print 2 of each. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So this person has got an idea of what it is that they're gonna do. Obviously this information is there in a job card. You get what I'm trying to say? But however, these are just extra information, because we are trying to prevent mistake as much as possible. So the more descriptive you become, the more you tell the guy who's going to print what's going on, the better. You get what I'm trying to say? So that maybe he doesn't even have to check the job card. So another important part of this is this feature that you can add pictures. There is a picture that is loading here, gaming. If you look here, just a moment, it's gonna load now. So you can just take any picture and drop it here inside this task. As you can see, now the picture is here, it has been loaded. If you see here now, it shows that current picture. So it's easier for you visually to quickly understand what's going on, instead of having a list that doesn't show visually what's going on. These are the tags that I was talking about. So now, after I'm done editing this file, this task, this test task, now I have to tag my name. And then if another designer like Arthur is involved, I will shift the task to him. He has to also add his name. So this is the tagging part acts like a chain. As the job goes through different stations, it must be labeled that it was once on Matthew, and also Arthur continued. Maybe I was not at work, Arthur continued, and this is what he did. And also it ended up on a printing operator, which is Mr. Vernon. Also Mr. Vernon was checking until the job was closed. So if there's anything wrong with the job, and then we know who are the people who were involved, even the finishers and the fabricators and the applicators and the framers, we will check their name there, so that we know that in this job these were the people who were involved. Then we have to ask our guys what happened. Okay, as you can see that we can also change the due date. We can also change the due date of a job to today, or even change it to whatever you want, maybe the 12th or anything. Then the due date will change. So as soon as you come tomorrow at work in the morning, you just look at your Kanban, and then from then you will see that this job, as the due date is 19th April, that means it's already overdue. Then you can do whatever you want to do. So this system helps helps a lot. It helps a lot. Any system like helps a lot, so that you can stay ahead of your game. In a system like this, there are no much reports needed as far as the job is concerned, because anyone can just log into the system and see and check the status. If you want to search something, you can search for anything here. So now we're just gonna click here and see all the details under this job. So if you click on a job, this is a Golden Bridge job, you can see here is the file location in case someone else, another designer wants to make some changes. You can see here a PDF version has been attached, the one that was used for the client to approve. This is the business card, some sort of a picture of it, so that you can have an idea of the artwork even without having to open the PDF. Also, these are the two pictures of the job cut. As I have said before, trying to be organized, trying to systematize the business, trying to make sure that you remove any hiccups in the job flow comes with a price to pay, which is the price that you pay. It's administration. So it's not easy, because it means that some sort of a designer needs to do some preps. There's some sort of admin work that needs to be done, which is most designers, they are not willing to do that. But for me, the ROI on that, the return on investment, it's a lot. You don't get confused. You know your day. Even when you are closing the day today, you are knocking off at 5 o'clock, you know tomorrow, because you know the things that you didn't do. So it helps a lot. It helps a lot. Also, it takes away confusion. Like the job becomes fun because you are concentrating on important things. Imagine when somebody is asking you, how far are you with a certain job? You don't know how far. Maybe the diary that you were using is you left it somewhere. So you don't become productive. But with a system like this, you become productive. What else? Okay. At the moment, we are viewing the Kanban view, but there's also another view, which is a calendar view. As you can see, a calendar view helps you on getting you to quickly see your deadlines. As you can see, we've got a deadline, a job that is due on the 12th. So if you've got other deadlines here, they will show here, so that you can quickly. Let's say your manager is asking, what are your deadlines? What are your deadlines? So you can just click here on the calendar view. You can tell them that, okay, on the 12th, I've got this that I'm supposed to deliver on the 12th. These are the resources that are needed. And then let's say on the 14th, I've got this job. Let's say there was a job here. On the 14th, I've got this job. These are the resources that are needed. So this is some sort of a breakdown of my work, and also the deliverables, like the things that I have to deliver at this point in time. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's a very quick and informative report. Maybe the manager need to make some certain decisions, like, you get what I'm trying to say, as to prepare the resources before this date. I need a vinyl, I need masking tape, I need whatever screen printing material before this date for this job. So it can be a very, very quick reporting tool. Also, it can help you as a designer to know the things that you are supposed to do, your deadline, so that you can be intact. So as I have said before, it depends on what you want to achieve. You can have a system that you are underutilizing, that you might be underutilizing because of you don't have a mission, you don't have a purpose behind the system. Most of these systems, they need to be customized. My introduction to the systems when I was working from home, when I was a freelancer doing my own business, my own thing, I didn't get a system, obviously, because at that moment I can say they were expensive. Not necessarily they were expensive, but when you're working from home and you are designing for your friends, small churches and other small businesses, you don't make a lot of money. So in trying to to use the systems. My background is in IT, software development. I can code, I can do web-based application, I can do also PC or desktop-based application. So in trying to familiarize myself with the web, I have developed it was not a web application at that moment in time. I can say it was more or less of a to-do list, using a jQuery, HTML, and also a PHP. So it was some sort of a to-do list. It was not that sophisticated, because also I was learning JavaScript at that point in time, but it was sufficient to get the job done. So that's where I got an essence of using a system, and also the value that comes with using systems. I didn't even have an internet where maybe I can say I'm using ClickUp, or I'm using so and so, I'm using so and so, because I didn't even have the internet. So that's where I got an idea and the importance of the systems. And from then, I never wanted to work without a system. Say that you are a designer working from home, or you are just a company, a small company. The other application that I've used, it's Google Keep. Also, Google Keep, it's a to-do list. It can help you to get the job done. I've used it in companies that didn't have the productivity system. I've used it. So the way I will use it, it will be like this. I will just put all my jobs there, and then tick the ones that I have finished, and then from then I will knock off at work, and then I will come at home. At least I've got data. I will log in, I will look at the jobs that I have, because remember, Gmail it's everywhere. Like, you can use it on your smartphone to get the same application. You can also log in at work. So that's what I will do. At home, I will just check the things that I've finished, the things that I'm gonna do, make my own list. So when I get to work at 8 o'clock, I already have an idea of how my day looks like and the things to shoot for. So in case you don't have much money, you can also use a Google Keep as a Google Keep as a to-do list, and also customize it in a way, in such a way that it suits your own need. It's sufficient to get the job done. It's sufficient. It can get the job done. So this is ClickUp. This is how it works. It's a big project, but I have used it in printing. I have customized it. So I think that's all for now. I cannot talk much about the importance of productivity system. They are very important. When you use a system, you become a professional. You know what you're gonna do. You can even estimate how long is it gonna take, and when are you gonna finish with it. So for me, that's it. Use those systems. They're gonna help you. Even if you are a small guy working from home, try to use a system to prepare yourself for a real world or a corporate industry.